Greetings YouTube, Sonic Mania Plus is out next month, and so I thought I'd go back to the game and catch up on some of the trophies I missed out on my previous playthrough. Now, one of the trophies that I had been putting off for a while was Professional Hedgehog, but I thought we'd go for it now, and unfortunately I had quite a lot of trouble with this one, so I did a lot of research online, I did a lot of testing, and I've come to a definitive, at least I believe a definitive explanation as to exactly how this trophy works, so hopefully this is going to help you guys. The general premise is that you need to make your way through Titanic Monarch Act 1, it's the only zone you need to do, without getting hit a single time. If you do that, and if you defeat the boss at the end of Act 1, then you will actually pop the trophy, but there's a few things that you need to note about this. The first thing, and this is what I'm going to mention straight away, because I think this is probably what's confusing a lot of people when they don't get the trophy. If you get hit, you cannot restart the level, okay? If you get hit at any point, you cannot open up the menu, click restart, and then try again, because it will not work. Even if you don't get hit then and complete the level, you will not get the trophy. So every time you get hit, you have to actually quit out of the level completely, as I'm doing here, back to the main menu, and then start the level again from there. That's the only way you can actually get out of being hit and still get the trophy, by trying again. That's the first thing you must note. The next thing I want to talk about is using Tails as an AI controlled character when you're playing as Sonic. And I can tell you with certainty it makes no difference whatsoever if Tails gets hit. Now, I think a lot of people have said that it does, and I'm guessing that what's happened is that they've restarted the level after getting hit, and while they've got Tails, assume that because they didn't get the trophy at the end, even though Sonic never got hit, it was because Tails got hit instead. I'm pretty sure that's what's probably gone wrong for those folks, because Tails gets hit constantly on my successful attempt, and the trophy still pops. Next up then, you can see that Sonic's got a shield equipped. Now, you cannot get hit even with the shield, okay? So if you lose the shield at any point, then it's back to the main menu and going back to level select to start this one again, because if you lose the shield, then you as good as got hit as far as the trophy is concerned, and even if you don't lose any rings or anything after that, you still won't get the trophy. Now that we've talked about the actual mechanics as to how this works, let's talk about how we can actually do this quite easily, and the trick is using Super Sonic. So make sure you've got all 7 Chaos Emeralds before attempting this challenge. You don't have to do it with Super Sonic, but it's a lot easier, trust me, especially when it comes to doing the final boss, because it's quite unforgiving, that final boss of this act, and you know, you don't want to have to struggle all the way through the zone not getting hit, and then one little mistake on that boss is going to be the end of your attempt. So I do highly recommend being able to turn into Super Sonic, at which point then you can just cheese the rest of the level, because it doesn't matter at all if Super Sonic gets hit by the enemies. Obviously he's not going to lose rings or anything, so that won't count to losing the trophy. However, there is one thing to note with Super Sonic. There's one part, I'm just going to show it you here in a moment, where you can easily get crushed if you try and race through. So when you see this bit, slow down, take your time, and, you know, just make your way through carefully. Or that's exactly what will happen. There you go. Okay, so once again, because we failed there, we do need to quit right back to the main menu. Do not go to restart. Hopefully I've made that clear. Okay, so here we are at this bit again. Just take it slow. Try not to rush through, and you won't get crushed. Once you've made it through, it's a fairly straight run to the boss. Just make sure you do your best to have about 30 rings before you get to the boss, because there is 2 phases to it, so it can go on a little bit, and if you run out of rings on the fight, then you are going to have a few issues. So there we have it. I've got 28 seconds of rings, and so long as you do everything that I've explained to you in this video, then you shouldn't have any issues really. Just bear in mind to pay attention to those few things I told you not to do. But yeah, you might see lots of information on the internet saying you can't do this if you've got Tails with you, but as you've seen, he's just been hit constantly, and it won't make a blind difference. There we go. Look at that, it was close. 1 second left. And the trophy should pop just as the text comes on the screen here. There it is, Professional Hedgehog. Alright then folks, well I hope this video has been a help to you, and if it has, please don't forget to leave a like. I had to do quite a bit of research to make sure I got this one right, so thanks for stopping by, and hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Take care.